One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
As a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive in ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Sweet cut there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Let's it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Calls his own number. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bunch formation for these receivers. Johnson wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
This is a
using his legs, it's Irvin. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on fourth and the big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Utes. Incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Johnson wants to throw it. Right on target this time.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Edwards. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Bradley. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Using his feet to buy time. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2 The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants it all. Touchdown, Kansas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not... They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his hands.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems turning on the Jets. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it. Gets the back moving. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run from the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And when you're down later in the football game, you're going to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gives it on the option. He's loose, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Man, oh man, did that come. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, out of space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the... This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a catch at the 15. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Makes the grab. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside.
Touchdown, Kansas State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And how about this QB coming up clutch in a big moment? Gotta have it. You've dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Glover. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Thomas looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bentley. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The offense set for a first down play. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass. The clock an enemy. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.